It's quite working. And I don't have to yell like I do at the kids because it's good. I have about 42 minutes left of my voice because it's been gone all week. So if it looks like my mic cut off right in the middle of it, that's not the mic, it's me. Welcome to LTC Presentation Day. I'll get up here where everybody can see me and I can get out of the way. Just want to thank everybody for coming out to celebrate these kids. Just as a reminder, last weekend we were in Dallas. As you can see, the kind of the stats there, which I thought was nice of the LTC folks to put on their website. So there's 29 events with 2,576 kids participating. That's just kids. That doesn't count parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, best friends, and close relatives and absolute strangers. So there's roughly 4,000 or 5,000 people in this hotel. So if you like people, there's a lot to choose from. There's and this doesn't work, there we go. You can see the hotel itself. It's a beautiful hotel. We are blessed enough to have a suite of rooms where we can meet. So, and I'll get to thanks later for getting this set up. But you see, it's a beautiful hotel. We're on the far end called the Atrium, which has this beautiful mobile, and it's where all the restaurants and shops are too, by the way. So it was quite a busy place. But getting it all upstairs was a challenge, especially getting elevators. You can imagine 5,000 people fighting over basically 10 elevators. I guess 12 elevators, counting the tower. So our 6 elevators were always busy. So getting folks to, getting stuff upstairs was a challenge. And getting things back downstairs was a challenge. And getting people to their events on time was a challenge. But I think we were able to handle it okay. So one of the best parts about the whole weekend is the fact that we get to hang out with each other. So a lot of good fellowship. If this whole minister thing doesn't work out for Chad, I think he's got a future in waffle making. Because they were good. And so Keel's Waffles has a nice ring to it. But, you know, I'm not a business advisor. But we got a chance to eat and talk, and of course, the kids love to sit out in the hall and eat pizza and visit and have fun, and that's kind of the idea. But you can see it's a good time for people to connect and visit and, again, enjoy a lot of good food. There we go, and that's, you know, it's time to go home about the time Adam starts pinching my face. So that's one of the fun parts is getting to just have fun with people and, you know, especially folks that you know. All right, so let's quickly go to the team events. As you can imagine, that was a full day on Saturday were all the team events, Bible Bowl being the exception. That was the first one on Friday night. So here are the Bible Bowl participants. Right before they go in, we like to get a picture and pray with them. And that's no exception. Now, I draw your attention to this bottom picture on the bottom right, just to kind of, and I apologize for how fuzzy it is. That's apparently my camera from the late 20th century. And, but I just want to give you kind of an idea of the scope of how many. This was my view as a room monitor from the front of the room. My job was to watch and make sure nobody was cheating or on their phones or yapping or that kind of stuff. It's the easiest job in the world. I think they estimated 1,200 kids participated in the Bible Bowl portion of it, and then you have about that many people watching. So it's a large amount of people in here doing this, and every team was, you know, you figure out 4 people per team, you figure out how many, and 1 scorer, so that's how many different teams we had going on. But again, it was a pretty good time had by all, and obviously we'll get to awards here in a little bit to you know, show you. So chorus, was Saturday morning. And you can see our group here. They're, I'll tell you, they got a gold medal. So, obviously, they did a good job singing. There's a, they always get together by the big elephant in the lobby. There's a big elephant made out of, Adam and I figured it out. It was some kind of special wood, special teak that they carved this 8-foot elephant out of. But everybody congregates there, and of course we get a good prayer in, and then they go sing. And the judges were pleased with their sound, and I think they did a marvelous job. Next is drama. Actually, very first rattle out of the box on Saturday morning was drama. So it was an early wake-up call. They were down there by about 8 o'clock. So this is the group, including their backdrop. So the drama is always the most fun because between drama and puppets, there's always a bunch of stuff to carry in. So everybody's got something to tote in. There's a and I know you guys didn't get the chance to see it at rehearsal day because we had folks out of pocket. And I will tell you that they did a great job because they got a gold medal. But not only did they get a gold medal, they were invited to perform on Sunday morning, which is quite an honor because obviously they only have so much time during that service. So I think there's only 2 drama groups that they have Sunday morning. We weren't able to because everybody came home, but if that would have been the case, we would have. There's a question in the back. The subject was the one, but it was basically America's Got Talent with 2 judges and 3 acts. As a matter of fact, Samantha Darren White played Jesus. She was the last contestant. And then Jean Baptiste, you can see on the floor. And then Savannah was the world's fastest artist and got the and here comes the director. I hope you guys are comfortable. Hold on.
No, I just, he keeps going. It's like, oh, honey, you're not telling him everything. On 3 judges' sheets, everything was excellent on all 3 judges' sheets. And that's rare. I will tell you, usually they'll give them gold, but the numbers are all over, the comments are all over the place. All 3 judges gave them excellent, and there's like 10 or 12, different things they kind of score them on. All were excellent. The comments were great. And I think it's the best one we've ever done. Yes, ma'am.
Let me show you. Hold on, I can fix that. There's the crew right there.
We have Emmy, Sylvie, Hannah was manager, help me, Samantha, Rowan, Layla, Devontae, Savannah, and Emma.
And there is a video that we'll show one time. Crystal Winkler has it. We'll try to get that showed one of these days because it's like 10 minutes long and we're. Oh, it's true. That's true. We're limited to 8 minutes, and they hit 8 minutes. But I don't even know. She didn't even need a microphone. But they did a fantastic job. So that was a great way to kick off the morning. And when we get into individual awards, I'll talk more about some of these stars of the show. But it was very well done. But yes, the theme was America's Got Talent, and you're not the one. That was the theme of the whole weekend. So I think they did a marvelous job. And that was noted in the judges' score sheets that, yeah, you guys pretty much nailed the theme, which was the whole idea. Then we got and just went all puppets all the time after that. So basically the last 2 events of the day were puppets. Yes, ma'am. I didn't know this was audience participation. I like this better. Oh, the kids did. The kids did the entire drama.
I just kept them within the boundaries of the rules and go, okay, we can't go that far. But most ideas, they brainstormed it. I think it was Layla that came up with the idea of the walking on water. water, which was genius. We had Jesus candy on a set of bottled water. Yeah. And then we had a commercial break for Papa Luke's Pizza, because the book of Luke was redeemed.
So yeah, this is one way to save my voice, let everybody else do the talking. So yeah, and then puppets, we had two different groups. So when you see awards here in a minute for individuals, you're going to see some people get like medals twice, because there are two separate puppet groups judged two separate times, two different performances. I'll tell you, both of them got gold medals, and were obviously very well received, and I thought they did a marvelous job. So I'm not surprised. Every year these kids just, I see I feel a little weird. There's puppets staring at me on the front row. So if I look ill at ease, sometimes it's because Penny Giver is staring at me. But you'll get to see them at the very end. We're going to do something special with the kids and the puppets. So thank you for your indulgence. But you can see their theme was The Price is Right, including Bob Barker, go figure. And Bob Barker, of course, being a giant dog. And also happened to be my youngest daughter, who enjoyed doing it. So, but yes, we had the marvelous, we had lights, we had beautiful women turning the cards. We had everything the game show has, including have your pet spayed and neutered at the end, like Bob Barker always did. So, very well received. We even had a commercial, that's right. But now let's talk about the individuals involved here, because of the 21 kids we took, everybody came home with hardware. And so I'd like to just, when I call your name, please come up front. You're going to get a hug. You want to hug me, fine, or bum knuckles or whatever. But Ms. Elizabeth, we know, is the one that everybody loves. So I'm just the goalie. So first off is Jordan Kamek, which I don't see here today. She got a golden chorus. It was good to see her. I've known her for many years, and I'm starting to like her. Yeah, she grows on me. But it was always good to see her. Next is Devontae Edwards with a gold medal in drama. He was our commercial break during the drama, delivering Papa Luke's Pizza. We don't just deliver pizza, we deliver the message. And that was fantastically done by him, and I'm not sure why we gave him a bullhorn, but we did. And so he was a first-time participant, and it was great to have him, and we enjoyed our time. Caden Edwards got a gold in both puppets. Caden was basically the applause guy. So he had one of the most important jobs at a game show, getting the audience going. So we were talking beforehand about how loud he needed to be, because he can be quiet, because it's a big place, it's a little intimidating. So we're practicing, and so I said, no, a little louder. And he's like, do a little louder. I go, no, a little louder. And he basically didn't holler it, but he belted out pretty good. I said, do that. So when it came time for the showtime, he went 3, 2, 1, go! I couldn't have been happier, and just nailed it. And he was their commercial for Dial soap, I believe, because germs and Jesus are everywhere. Next is Kylie Edwards with the golden puppets. She was, hold on, Charlotte Church. She's up here staring at me. That's how I know. But it was great and of course I had to work a picture of the baby on there, because I'm just a sucker for cute faces. So thank you for Kylie. Next is Savannah, another first-timer. Kylie was too, by the way. but a bronze in Bible Bowl team. She got a gold in chorus, drama, and both puppets. She was the world's fastest artist and was not very happy when she was told she was not the one, but did a marvelous job of pulling that off. Next is Anna Hagen with the golden puppets. We have a lot of good puppets. And puppets are a great way to get folks started in LTC, because if you're shy, you get to hide. You get to do, things, and not everybody's not staring at you. They're staring at your hand. That's way different. Anna's been doing this for a while, and so we're always pleased to have her. Next is Otto Hagen. There we go. With the golden puppets. I forget, when he Johnny Olson? He's Johnny Olson, yes. Come on down. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That hurt. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. There's a lot to be said for how well they did a good job on the game show. They watched a lot of old YouTube videos of The Price is Right I grew up on, like when I was homesick from school, with Bob Barker and Johnny, and then for a while it was all the girls. Yeah. So they did the research and they've learned something, and somehow I think that makes us all better. Sylvie Hagen. I'm not allowed to play favorites, so I won't tell you that she might be one of my favorites. She's wearing her dress from Hollywood. When she was told, we need you to be rich, Hollywood, and not very good at singing, she's like, I'm on it. And she was also Molly Moneybags on the puppet show. So she had a full weekend, but she was the one that got to kill Layla. That's always a prime position to have in the drama world, because that's a tradition now, apparently. Somebody's going to smack Layla with something, and that was her. But her song was masterful. I'd get her to sing it for you, but we don't have time. Next is Emma Johnston, who's got, hold on, let me catch my breath, individual silver in Bible Bowl and a team bronze, and in gold in chorus, drama, puppets, service challenge, and teaching challenge. Service challenge is community service. She's at the food bank so often she has her own name tag and her own smock. And if she doesn't, for some reason can't come because of school or whatever, the ladies are like, oh, where's Emma? So that's another great way to actually earn a medal without even going to Dallas, is just working in your community and just keep up with the hours. It's really not hard. And then teaching challenge is something coordinated with Carmen downstairs with the kiddos, teaching younger kids, which I think is a great way to develop leaders as well. So, and she was Bob Barker, by the way, if you can't tell by that picture on the bottom right. And she did. She had the most awards of anybody. I think next year she said she's going to add art to it. So, challenge accepted, I suppose. Next is Hannah Johnston. For the last time, sniff, sniff. With an individual and team bronze in Bible Bowl. Bulletin board challenge, a silver medal. Chorus gold. Leadership challenge gold. Service challenge gold. Leadership is important because she basically was the director slash stand-in slash for pretty much everything. She also helped with arrangements. She helped with stuff in Dallas. She earned her leadership kudos for this. I don't know what happened when at the Bible Bowl, they asked the people that are in their last year of LTC to stand up. And when she stood up, I don't know, for some reason I think somebody was cutting onions, or there was a bunch of sawdust in the front of that building, because all of a sudden I just noticed my eyes were like, what's going on here? But it's always, you think the third time would be easier, but it's not. Watching them grow up. What's that? What happens when you feed them? I know. But like I said, and it was also time to go home, and she starts pinching my face. And she had 6 awards, so she's in there with a bang. Next is Rowan Mulholland. Rowan, which Bible Bowl individual gold medal. That means top 10% of everybody that was there. So you saw all those kids? Top 10%. So pretty good job. And she was Heidi, one of the judges on America's Got Talent Bethlehem Edition. And of course she and Emma at Bible Bowl. Honestly, I do promise they knuckled down and actually got something done, but they chatted the rest of the time. Next is Wrigley Mulholland, and the reason I have a picture of last year for Wrigley is because she wasn't in Dallas. Why was she not in Dallas? Well, she was here teaching Elizabeth's Bible class on that Sunday so that we could stay in Dallas. So thank you to Wrigley for that, because and she did get again, she got a Bulletin Board Challenge silver medal and didn't even have to go to Dallas because it was done here. So thanks to Wrigley for when we put out the call for volunteers to teach Elizabeth's class, people just started flying out of the woodwork. She was first. And was willing to do it, and by all accounts did a fine job, because I don't think it needs painting or fixing up there, or no smoke marks. I think we're good. So yeah, no kids were harmed in the making of this Bible class. So thank you, Wrigley. Next is Hayes Myers with a gold medal in art. You can see with his art, chorus gold and puppets gold. Was this Hayes' first time? This is the second time. Second time. I can't keep up with how these kids grow. But a marvelous time, and it's fun to watch him. His art was beautiful. And yes?
I just want to mention his art is on that back table, and so is Sloan's.
And Sloan's art.
You can get a better look at their art.
Both gold medal winners, by the way. So, yeah. And if you saw, I don't know if I put a picture of all the art, but there's like a lot of art. Next is Lincoln Myers with a Bible reading gold medal. Accepting on behalf of him, yeah. It's like a real award show. Actually, his event was the very first thing on Friday evening. He had his Bible reading. Now, I don't think we can hear it. I think there's audio problems, but I have a recording of him doing it. But I don't think you can hear it. But he did a marvelous job.
Of the earth and the heavens, and he has raised up for his people a horn, the praise of all his faithful servants of Israel, the people close to his heart. Praise the Lord.
For which he received a gold medal. So, you may have to advance it, Janine. Pass that. Thank you. Next, Trey Osborne with the golden puppets. Trey. I have a special place in my heart for Trey. Why? Because Trey found out the hard way. When you go to the Johnstons, you work a lot. And he rode up with us on Thursday, and to his credit, he just knuckled down and worked really hard. He helped a lot of people haul stuff in from cars. He went up and down those elevators more times than I can count.
And he never complained.
And he didn't complain one time. He might have grumbled once. I don't remember. But I think that was because we were late eating, and I was that was me. Sorry, that was me grumbling. So he not only had his one event, but he worked the whole time, and he was kind of first in, last out kind of deal. So thankfully, I think he had a good time, and Mercy knows he worked hard enough. So thank you, Trey. Ava Pennington with a gold medal in puppets. And then also Brooks Pennington with a gold medal in puppets. This is where I always tell the story about. I remember when Brooks was born, and I don't know how to handle these kids old enough to actually do stuff. Samantha Reeder got 5 medals. You can see chorus drama puppets ×2 and service challenge gold. You can't quite see. Can you see the bottom picture? The bottom picture. She is walking on water. That was her America's Got Talent act. It was a miracle, and she was, of course, the one. Got the golden buzzer. So again, it's been fun to watch her grow up, and got to see a lot of her this weekend, and she worked hard too. So it's these kids are fun. I won't lie, but a great weekend. Next is Sloane Schmeichel. There she is, with a gold medal in art and a gold medal in puppets. I don't know why the little slide thing gave her those really cool graphics, but I wish I'd have done that for everybody. But her art's on the back as well with a gold medal. I think is marvelous. Her first time, and hopefully not last. She's fun to be around. She brought Grandma too, so that was a hoot. And yes, we had a good time. Emmy Winkler. Emmy is got a team bronze in Bible Bowl and, of course, a gold in chorus, drama, and puppets ×2. She was the MC for America's Got Talent. She was also in chorus and Bible Bowl. Obviously, her favorite letter on the cube was E. Go figure.
Also, we went through all 3 of them. Emmy, Samantha, and Savannah all had 5 awards.
Yep.
So the one with the most was Emma with 7, Hannah with 6, and then Emmy, Samantha, and Savannah had 5. So definitely hard workers.
And she's probably still being my favorite. I don't know. I'm not allowed to play favorites. Somebody keeps telling me that. Only because she's, when she was a baby last year, now she all grown up. And then Layla Winkler, not to be outdone, who was Jean-Baptiste in America's Got Talent. Every year, it's who gets to smack Layla in the drama. It's a tradition now.
It's done with love.
It's done with love, and in this case, it was done with a painting, where she was whacked pretty hard. But again, with the teaching challenge goal, I like this teaching challenge, kiddos, because, well, let's face it, we need teachers in the future, right? As much as we need them now. So it's nice to get folks interested, or at least understanding it. It's all about, that's where the leadership training part comes in. And obviously, there's a lot going on. And then one more bag to give away. This person wasn't in any events, but again learned, and she volunteered for this, by the way, that if you wait, we have a message. We have a commercial?
Yes. Do you have a commercial?
All right.
No, because I do want to get to her and praise her, but before you mention her, don't forget the other kids that also helped a lot were the Hagen kids,
Okay.
and also Samantha,
The,
and of course ours.
yeah, the kids all did a good job, and that's on my thank you list that I'm going to get to in a minute.
Okay, oh, you're thanking me.
Yes.
I just don't want you to leave those Hagen kids out.
I know.
They also were there.
This is what it's like at home. Always way 3 or 4 steps ahead of me. But I just want to give a personal thank you to Casey, because she wasn't in any events. That'll probably change moving forward. But what she did do is she worked hard the entire weekend. If something needed done, she's like, I'm on it. She would ask, is there anything needing doing? I want to do it. I'm on it. She never quit smiling. She never, even rolled her eyes once, and I rolled my eyes several times. So she was a rock, and she was a joy to be around. And so thank you, Casey. Thank you very much, because that was a marvelous marvelous thing you did. So, those are all of our kids. One more round of applause for all of our kids. Thank you for the. I actually typed this out because if you knew my handwriting, you'd know why. But I just have between. I've been given several thank you lists, so I'll make sure and get these right. I'd like to first of all thank the church leadership here, the other elders. They've been very supportive. What do you need? How can we help? We as elders realize the importance of this work. The fact that we need to nurture and admonish and train and support our kids as they grow into the next generation of church leaders. Also, thanks to Chad. I know he's about to get really busy really quick with his personal life between a daughter graduating, daughter getting married. But he basically did all of the logistics of the weekend. He hauled all the stuff up to Dallas. He got the hotel people to help him set it up. He did a marvelous job of coordinating food. He made killer waffles, including to order. He was just kind of there. Bless his heart, he had to run down to the desk at least 5 times because for some reason the card keys just didn't work well this year. I don't know if they just wore out or some kind of interference, but he kept getting locked out of the suite. So he'd go back downstairs and get him to unlock it. So he spent a lot of quality time at the front desk. And when you're wrestling that many thousand other people, the front desk is a nasty place to be. So thank you to Chad. Then I'd like to thank the event coordinators. I'd like to thank Darlene for puppets, Mike Lewis for chorus, Elizabeth for drama, art, and service challenge, and Carmen Plunk for the teaching challenge here at home because she was able to work them all into a schedule, get their hours in, get their teaching done. So thank you for that. And also she did the bulletin board challenge as well. I'd like to thank those that went to Dallas that were event judges. Clint was a Bible Bowl judge. Adam Reeder judged drama. I judged chorus. That was kind of fun to hear 6 different groups, 6 vastly different talent levels. It was fun to watch. Crystal and Tiffany did puppets, which is probably the most fun one. Holly and Susie volunteered for pretty much anything needed. Susie Pennington and Holly Mulholland. But thankfully, we had lots of volunteers this year. So for once, they could actually just be parents and enjoy the time, which was fine with me. Also, I'd like to thank the Rutledges for making us food for drama practice. Jane Parker gave us some service challenge ideas and stuff we can do moving forward. Barbara Owen helped make the Easter bags that we made for each kiddo. Judy Lewis took she sent me over 500 photos. So I'm having a feeling those were the ones that just made the cut. She was everywhere with the camera, so thank you for that. Thank you for my own kids, my 2 girls who had to put up with all of it, including the 2 we borrowed. So I guess my 4 kids that weekend. Thank you for that, and for all the kids that were in Dallas and all the parents and all the folks that didn't mind running out to the car, because this year parking was a bit of a challenge because they decided to close several lots for an Easter egg hunt. So there was a lot more walking involved to get to the car and hauling stuff in, but the kids did it. So kind of interesting. And again, thanks to Casey and Trey. And then just anyone around here that said they would do it. If you need help, I'm on it. What can I do for you? So also, Renee Feller for doing video of the puppets so that the kids can learn from their performance. She would video it and show it back to them so they could learn how they did. Susie Pennington made puppet costumes, which I think is got to be hard. Those things aren't that big. And then the Lewises and Tiffany Myers helped transport all of this puppet paraphernalia to Dallas and back because you got to take between Bob Barker's stage and all the puppets and the stools and the props and the lights and everything. We got it all there, got it all working, got it all home. So again, a successful weekend. Yes, ma'am. Yes. She did. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sharon, sorry. Sharon carried stuff. I just want to thank the parents and grandparents for two things. One, getting them to practice. Because, again, it was like after lunch on a Sunday for drama, early on Wednesday for chorus and puppets, Bible Bowl a couple of Sunday afternoons. And then driving to Dallas is not an easy drive. And everybody got their folks to Dallas. The weekend got home safely. Thank you for everything. So we're going to do one more thing. Anything else I forgot, young lady?
It's all about him.
It is. It's all about him. It's all about the one. So I'm going to say a quick prayer, and then the puppet kids are going to come up here and do one thing for you, and then we're done. So let me just say a quick prayer of thanks. Almighty God, thank you for these kids, for the parents, for the members of this church, for all of us who understand the importance of the next generation of your servants. Help us to nurture them. Help us to train them and mentor them. Help us to be an example for them. Help us to understand that your will wins out and that you are the one. You're the one that takes care of us. You're the one that sent your son to die for us. And you're the one who loves us. Be with us now for the rest of this service, Father, and thank you for everything. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, I'll turn it over to the puppets. All right, puppets, get up here.
Hearts are humbled and sincere. We can feel your presence, hear your voice. It's obvious you are here. And all I'm asking for is to know you more. That's all I ever really need. So when you pass by, Lord, open my eyes. Reveal yourself to me. A glimpse of your glory. I wanna see you shine. Give me a testimony of how you changed my life. Lord, I know you are holy, too much for mortal eyes. I know you don't know me, but Lord, please show me a glimpse of your glory.